Hello everybody, welcome to another episode with Broke Girls Art School. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about why getting an apprenticeship is super important if you're interested in learning how to tattoo. If you're looking to learn the craft. I'm also going to be making another video talking about how to go about getting an apprenticeship if you're ready to pull the trigger. So I'll post a link to that in the description box below. But yeah guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to help me out and see my future content. And make sure to drop a comment, you guys, if you have any questions at all for me. I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So the first thing that's super important to learn during your apprenticeship is how to avoid cross-contamination. That is absolutely huge. I see videos of people doing tattoos like out of their house, and they're like not wearing gloves and like tattooing like on their couch, and it makes me absolutely want to vomit. You should be treating every single client that you have like they're HIV positive, and you do not want to risk any of that nasty getting anywhere. So that's the first thing that's really, really important and is the main reason why I hate seeing people tattoo out of their house and they're not taking proper precautionary measures to make sure that they don't infect themselves and just getting people's blood and juices everywhere. No, thank you. So branching off of that, another thing that's really important is learning how to properly set up and break down your station. And, don't settle for a shop that when you look around doesn't feel clean. Like, you want to work somewhere where you're very confident that the artist knows what they're doing and they're not going to be doing any cross-contaminating or anything like that. Another reason why I think it's super important to get an apprenticeship is because if you're serious about making tattooing your lifestyle and your career, I think it's really important to learn from artists that you admire, and you will just advance in the trade so much quicker if you have people that are able to critique you, that have knowledge, and that can, even just watching somebody that knows what they're doing, like, you'll pick it up so much quicker rather than just trying to guess and, screwing up your friend's skin that you're gonna have to see forever. And trust me, you don't want those shitty tattoos haunting you forever, and you don't want to be screwing up people's bodies, because guess what? That's going to be business for other people to cover up at actual shops that put in the time to learn how to do the craft properly. You'd never want to take the risk of infecting people and all that good stuff. Yeah, so find a shop that, you admire the artist and you want to learn from them, and you will progress in your career so much faster. So another big thing, if you want to make this a part of your life, then you're gonna want some respect from other people, in your area that are also other artists. All artists pretty much look down on people that are just scratching out of their houses. You don't want to be the kitchen magician, you don't want to be the scratcher. It's just not a good way to start out your journey if you're serious about this and if you want people to take you serious down the line. If you want to be respected by your peers, then I think it's really important to put in the time, and everybody needs to go through that bitch work phase where they're just the little shop janitor for a little bit, and you got to put in the time, you got to earn your way in. And I think that's something that's especially important to really old school tattooers. You can't just waltz in and be a tattoo artist. Another thing that I think is important for people to recognize before getting into this trade is that it is a very, very all-encompassing job. And that's why I refer to it as a lifestyle a lot of the time, because you're eat, sleep, and breathing tattooing 24/7. You're always constantly going to have people, hitting you up for appointments, rescheduling appointments, changing their design. You'll be out to eat and you'll have 5 people walk up to you, "Oh my God, so I'm thinking about getting this new tattoo," or "How much would you charge me for this?" And then you gotta factor in the drawing time. Not only are you gonna be tattooing for however many hours a day, but the drawing process is usually just as long, if not longer, depending on the size and complexity of the tattoo. So it's definitely something that you should be mentally prepared to give your everything to. And, if you half-ass it, then you're not gonna get as much out of it as you might want. So, if you're not ready for it to kind of take over your life, and don't get me wrong, I think it's the best job in the world. I have the most freedom, and I'm happy drawing on people every day. But it is, a huge part of your life. So that's just another important thing to note before jumping into an apprenticeship. Yeah, guys, so those are just some of the reasons that I think it's super important to get an apprenticeship if you are wanting to become a professional tattoo artist. Yeah, so again, if you have any questions for me at all, drop a comment below and I'll make sure to get back to you. And don't forget to check out my other video if you're ready to take the leap into trying to find an apprenticeship. I will give you some good pointers on how to do that. Thanks, guys.